Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy. My husband is Paul. We're so happy you have joined us. Today, we went back into the archives of our videos, and I found a shopping haul, a food haul that we had done back in 2020. It was actually February of 2020, and it was done from Acme. And I went to Acme now, and I found the exact same items and how they compare with 2020 to today. We hear a lot of, oh no, prices haven't gone up that much. No, we're good. Inflation's not that high. Between 2020 and now, significant jumps in prices. I think something that most of us realize is every year prices go up. It just is the nature of the beast. But I think the big markets want us to think that if we want to continue to eat, we need to put out big bucks. And after we show you this clip, we're going to give you 20 tips to bring down your food budget and to help you combat these really high prices. We're going to start the video by looking at the front of the flyer for Acme. They were running some amazing loss leaders that week. Now, for those of you who may not know, loss leaders are drastically reduced items that the food store offers you to lure you in, hoping not only will you buy those loss leaders, but then drop another 50, 100 bucks on things that you see while you're shopping. Then we're going to come back and we're going to also share with you 20 ways to combat those high prices. Let's turn the camera around. We're heading out to do some food shopping, and our local Acme store has got some amazing sales this week. We've got some free pasta, 29-cent eggs, 19 cents bananas, 99-cent peanut butter, 99 cents Turkey Hill, $1.99 bacon. So some really good prices. And what I think I'm going to do is go through the flyer. You have to spend a minimum of $25. So let's start with our Acme haul. I showed you the flyer before I left, and you had to spend $25 to get these amazing prices. But they allowed you to include the items that were super special as part of the 25. So let's take a peek. I got the bone-in split chicken breasts. They came with my digital coupon, $1 a pound. So it was $5.64 a pound. On my receipt, I paid $5.64. Those same split breasts today are $3 a pound, making a 5-pound package $15. The grapes, which I thought were really beautiful, they were $1.47 a pound, which was great. Those red seedless grapes today ring in at $4.49 a pound. I'll estimate I bought 2 pounds, so that would be $8.98. This box of rotini was completely free. That was one of their specials. That same box of pasta we got for free is now $1.25 a box. The large egg dozen was 29 cents. That same box of large eggs are now $3.99 a dozen. This is 2 pounds of cheese, cheddar cheese. For 2 pounds of cheese, $5. So that means it's $2.50 a pound. That same 2-pound block of cheddar cheese is now $8.99. The butter was another great deal, $2.50 a pound. That same butter is now $4.29 a pound, making 2 pounds $8.58. The bacon was $1.99. That same package of bacon is now $5.99. The peanut butter was 99 cents. That peanut butter is now $3.49. The bananas were 29 cents a pound. I noted there were 6 bananas in that bunch. Bananas are now 69 cents a pound, 23 cents each, so approximately $1.38 today. And the ice cream was 99 cents a container. Notice the first container of ice cream from 4 years ago was 48 ounces. This container is now 46 ounces and it is $4.29. So we needed honey. It had a dollar coupon off and it was on sale to boot, so I got it for $2.99. 12 ounces of Sue Bee honey is now $7.59. So all this, including the honey, $26.13. There you have it. Can you believe the lost leaders that Acme was offering back then? So what was the difference? The first Acme haul was $26.13. If I were to walk into Acme right now with the prices I just showed you and what the exact same items, it would cost us $69.53. That is an increase of $43.40. That is a huge difference. Let's not be fooled. Let's realize that we still have some power. And the 20 tips and hints I'm going to quickly share with you now will prove that. So if you want to grab a pencil, you want to grab a piece of paper, jot some of these down. Some of these will be gentle reminders and you're going to be like, I do that. Then some of these may be aha moments. I need to incorporate that, or maybe you used to incorporate that and you don't anymore. Bring those habits back. So let's get started. Number 1, I want you to shop with the calendar. What do I mean by that? I want you to try to shop seasonally. In the summer, you're going to stock up on fruits and vegetables, things that are now plentiful and in season in your area. And you want to build your meals around those items. Lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. Also pay attention to the holidays, such as 4th of July. That's when your meat and watermelon and corn prices are going to drop. The same with Labor Day. Thanksgiving time, you're going to find your turkeys on sale. Christmas, your hams. Easter, your hams. Christmas baking items. That's when you want to stock up on those low-priced items because, believe it or not, food prices follow the calendar year. Number 2 goes hand in hand with number 1. Learn to preserve the foods that you are bringing home when they are at their lowest price. Remember, your freezer is your friend. Freeze those fruits and vegetables. If you can those fruits and vegetables. If you dehydrate food, now is the time to do it. Prepare and preserve those items for future use so that when they are not on sale, you will have a stockpile in your freezer. And if you do canning, you'll have them in your pantry as well. Number 3, I'm going to tell you some things that you want to avoid to save yourself some money in the supermarket. The chip aisle and the cookie aisle and ice cream, all those type of products. Instead of buying that $5 pack of Chips Ahoy or whatever it may be, come home, make your own cookies or bars using more whole ingredients, less sugar. You know how it works. The same thing with high-priced potato chips and tortilla chips. Pop some fresh popcorn instead. Go crazy with the seasonings. Make it delicious. Soda, swap out good old-fashioned water. Your body will thank you. Number 4, try not to shop by your palate. You may walk into a store and you may crave a steak, but how about a big juicy hamburger as an alternative at $3.99 a pound for ground beef? This is what I mean by try not to shop by your palate. If we walked into the store and bought what we were feeling like eating that day, we could spend a lot of money. Go with what's in season, go with what's on sale, still tasting delicious, still meeting what you want, but not as expensive. Number 5, watch how much produce you buy. Produce is the first thing that goes into our compost or into people's trash. Why? Because we have really good intentions when it comes to produce. And then when the time comes, we don't feel like eating a salad right now, or we don't know what we're going to do with the 7 pounds of cabbage that we bought. Try to stick with what you realistically know you're going to eat, and that will save you a ton of money, and it will also save a ton on food waste. Number 6, do your homework before you head to the food store. Check out the flyers. Look at those loss leaders. See if you can plan your meals around them. Any specials, highlight them. Write them on your list. Load any digital coupons that you're going to need while you're shopping to your phone now, not while you're in the store. You may forget, you may get distracted. Any paper coupons that match what's on sale. Make sure you're prepared and ready before you even step foot in the store. Number 7, don't forget about fillers. Stretching meatloaf by maybe adding breadcrumbs or oats, things like that. Stretch your soups with added pasta and potatoes. These are not high-priced items, and it can really bulk up a lot of recipes. Number 8, learn to love your leftovers. Buying food, cooking it, and then having leftovers tends to be a way of life for a lot of us. Incorporate them with eggs and make a quiche. Add them to make soups, stews. You know I have a ton of zero food waste recipes on this channel. Don't waste food. You paid good money for it. Learn to love those leftovers and be creative with them. Number 9, learn to deal with your groceries as soon as you come into the house. If you bought a dozen eggs, take a couple dozen eggs out, hard boil them, and make some egg salad. If you bought a can of tuna, prepare a simple tuna salad. Cut up some veggies so they're ready to go. Wash some grapes, put them in the refrigerator, in a bowl. It's so important that when we come home, we get right to work on dealing with the food we bought and not just shoving it in the refrigerator. Make a quick salad that you can eat for the week. This is a great way to combat food waste and also have some yummy food ready to go. Number 10, learn to sub out ingredients. You can go to Google and put in what is a substitute for eggs if you don't have eggs, or what can I use instead of breadcrumbs in a recipe. You're not getting in your car, running to the store, wasting gas, and buying more food. Subbing ingredients in our home is like one of the things we do every single day. It saves so much money. Number 11, buy food you and your family will actually eat. Do not buy food that no one likes just because it is cheap and expensive. It's going to end up in the garbage and it's a waste of money. With Paul and I, it's beans. Even though beans are amazing and they're healthy and they're good for you and they're inexpensive, we don't like them. I mean, we have tried, but we just don't. Don't purchase things you know nobody's going to eat and think, well, they'll eat it if I bring it home. Sometimes they won't. Number 12, use meat and fish, those higher priced protein items, as your side dish. Load up your plate with these delicious vegetables that are in season now, maybe some carbs, some brown rice or risotto, whatever you enjoy, and then make your meat or your fish or whatever your protein is a bit of a smaller portion. That will save you so much money. Number 13, know what you have in your refrigerator, your pantry, and your freezer before you go food shopping. Here I am again talking about keeping inventories. You do not want to double buy. You do not want to forget something you need to buy. It saves you money, saves you time. Most of all, it makes your life easier by streamlining your time, by knowing what you already have, and then shopping according to what you need. Number 14, buy generic or store brand. 9 out of 10 times, they taste just as good as the name brand labels, and they are significantly cheaper. I know I had one viewer write in and told me her husband worked for a company that made generic products, and the brand name companies made the product and they just put the generic label on the name brand items. So think about that. Try it once. Usually generic is cheaper, and honestly, some items we can't tell the difference. Number 15, buy in larger size packages, family size packs if you can, especially when it comes to meat, and then take them home, break them down into smaller size packages and freeze them. Whatever size your family is going to use. If you're by yourself and you can buy a larger pack of chicken, break it into individual servings, put it in a plastic bag, food saver it, put it in the freezer. You're going to save a substantial amount of money. You're going to stock your freezer for less. It will save you a tremendous amount of money. Number 16, shop those discount racks in your food store. Look for those items that have been marked down. If it's a larger package of rolls or buns or something like that, remember, you can freeze them. Just take out what you need. There are substantial savings when you browse that discount rack. Number 17, if you have multiple stores near you in your area, it might be worth you looking into comparing and contrasting prices for each store. We have an Acme, we have a ShopRite, and we have a Stop and Shop near us. So we compare those three stores and see who has the best prices. And because they are so close together, we have been known to shop at each store sometimes for a food haul. And you've seen my food hauls and you know that. There may be $3-4 price difference in an item between one store and one store that maybe is 2 miles away. Now, I'm not telling you to drive miles and miles to do this, but if you have stores close together within a couple miles of each other, it might be worth you looking into comparing and contrasting prices for each store. Number 18, everybody is going to raise their hand and say, we do this, but I'm going to add it anyway. Shop with a shopping list and shop with a full belly. It will save you so much money. Number 19, be your own sous chef. Cut your own vegetables, grate your own cheese, peel and slice your own fruit. Having someone else do them for you at the supermarket and then package them and you buy them is so much more expensive than if you would have bought the whole block of cheese and shred it yourself. And they add all kinds of weird stuff to shredded cheese anyway. Unless you have mobility or strength issues, cut your own veggies. Don't buy them already chopped. It will just save you so much money. Be your own sous chef. Number 20, sit down at a table at mealtime, even if you are dining alone. Set your place setting, calm yourself, relax, eat your meal, take your time, and enjoy. Food is fuel for our bodies, and so many times we rush through that. We're not even realizing the care and the time that went into preparing the meal that is before us. Enjoy what you are paying for. Slow down. Mealtime should be a celebration. It should be a special occasion. When you sit down to eat, you're going to look at that meal, realize how great you did shopping, low cost, staying within budget, and creating a wonderful, healthy, delicious meal, and that you're proud of what you've done. And that is so important on our frugal journey. Today's question of the day: what items have seen a significant increase in price at the supermarket? For Paul and I, it's dairy, milk, cheese, butter, eggs. What the heck happened? There has been such an increase in price on those items in our area the last couple years, and it's still continuing. I mean, eggs did come down a little bit, but now they're like hiking back up again. So what about your area? What have you seen a significant price increase in? And what have you done to combat that? How have you gotten around that? So for Paul and I, when we go out of town, actually, and we go to like Lancaster or even down south, we'll buy items that are regionally lower priced in that area, and we bring them back home if we can. So what about you? How are you making those items stretch? Please share that with us because it will not only encourage us, but our viewers as well. Now, quick note, next week we are on vacation. Woohoo! Our son is off for 10 days and we are actually going to have a little vacation. Hopefully it's not going to be a work week. We're not going to do chores. I'm sure we will, but hopefully not every day. So there will be no Friday video next week. We are just going to take some time now at the beginning of the summer and just take the week off. We will be on the community board Tuesday with our Thrifty Tuesday hints and tips. And then our Friday video will resume on the 21st of June. So it's just 1 week, but keep an eye on the community board because we'll be popping on over there, and also Instagram. If you're not following us, it's one word: Frugal Money Saver. And you can join us over there as well for hints, tips, and really a lot of real life updates on our lives. So we thank you all for being here with us today. We ask that you please give this a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to have you be part of our frugal family. We ask you to be well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. So until our next video, may God greatly bless you.